Hello everyone, and welcome to a video that multiple of you have requested, but I am now going to do it. It is the top 10 men's brands to sell on Poshmark. This doesn't seem like something that people talk about much because a lot of Poshmark is very female centric. They do have kids, they have men's, they now have home. But people really focus on the female brands and the things that sell for women on Poshmark. So I thought I would cover the top 10 brands that I have had some decent luck with on Posh, and maybe you guys can too, or you can tell me if there's some that I'm missing. I have done some men's, definitely, but not obviously as much as I've done of women's, so there could be some things that even I am missing. And you may notice that Ryan's not here. He is in class right now. As you all probably know, I graduated, and so I don't have a class to go to. So every once in a while there might be some videos like this where it's just me because I'm home all day working on Posh and stuff. But yeah, expect him back for the What Sold Saturday this week. And Saturday is actually our anniversary, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah. So let's just jump into it. The first brand that Ryan did help me come up with some of these, and I wanted to get a second opinion on some and see if he agreed or if he didn't, and so yeah. The first one is Vineyard Vines. Now, I have sold Vineyard Vines quite a few times in the men's section of Poshmark. I find that I have the best luck with the button-ups for sure. And probably a close second would be the graphic tees that have the pocket with the whale on it and a whale on the back. Some have fish, some have just boats, anything that relates to water. Long sleeve or short sleeve, I find that button-ups and shirts do the best. I've sold some pants before, and I think I've sold some shorts before, but for sure the button-ups and graphic tees do the best. But yeah, Vineyard Vines seems to be kind of dying out for the women on Poshmark, but not for the men. And I myself and Ryan really love Vineyard Vines, so I can see why people buy it. Number 2 would be Robert Graham. Specifically the things that, the patterns and embroideries that are very vibrant or more interesting or strange or unique. I had two I had two Robert Graham that I found at the exact same time. They were the first two I ever found, and one was very interesting. It was blue gingham with skull print under the collar and along the wrist, and I think maybe along the button center. That one did amazing, and it sold for $90, I think. And then the other one I found was just kind of a blue, kind of an off blue, not that interesting of a pattern. There was only one pattern to it, and it just had some kind of interesting stitching going down and maybe some interesting stitching on the wrist. And that one definitely didn't do as good, and I think I ended up getting 40, and that might have been actually even on eBay. It really didn't do that good on Posh. But if you do find some newer Robert Graham or some interesting and vibrant Robert Graham, that does pretty good on Posh. Again, like Vineyard, the women's does not, so skip that. Number 3 would be Coach, and I'm sure many of you know, but maybe not all of you know, that Coach does make men's items. I mean, I guess every bag and accessory designer kind of does make men's. But yeah, Coach has a whole line for men and stuff, and I have a few times grabbed stuff that is men's Coach, and it actually did very good for me. Specifically, I had this big black Coach tote. It was this nice kind of messenger black leather Coach tote, men's, and it sold for $200. It sold for a lot. It was for a long time in my top 5 highest Poshmark sales, and it got a lot of likes and a lot of interest, and any other Coach men's that I've had has done pretty good. Actually, men's backpacks or messengers in general have done really good for me on Poshmark. I sold this random brand called, I think, like Hartman or Cartman, for like, it was like a backpack and it was men's and it sold for almost like $200 also. So yeah, keep your eye out for that. Number 4 would be North Face. Now, I find the best luck with North Face graphic tees with the big logo, or North Face hoodies do amazing if they have the logo. I have sold those literally for a long time, were like my bread and butter. Now I just don't seem to find them anymore really that often. But yeah, the like hoodies, doesn't really matter the color, they just have the big logo right here. Those do super good. I can like always get like 40 or 45 for them, even in women's, but this video is about men's. But men's does better anyways. And yeah, graphic tees and hoodies. Also, obviously, you can sell the down coats and those Denali's, I believe they're called, where it's like they're fleece and they have a panel of nylon going across. Those do good too. But I found the best luck with the logo, the big logo stuff. Number 5 would be Patagonia. Now, Patagonia does good in general. Doesn't really have to be men's. Women's does good. I'm sure kids would even do good. People love Patagonia, and it does so good on Poshmark. I'm pretty sure it does super good on eBay too. Specifically, obviously, we all know the chinchillas. Those do amazing. But really, any other of the like fleece stuff, any of the tees, graphic tees, any coats, any hoodies, any whatever, Patagonia seems to do amazing. Old, new, I've had luck with all of it. I guess the only thing I would say that doesn't do that great is I know my mom tried to sell a pair of Patagonia shoes, which I didn't even know they made, and they flopped. So maybe I could have done better, I don't know. But Patagonia does great. Men's does awesome. So get men's Patagonia. Number 6 is Lululemon. So I know for women's, Lululemon has certain categories, such as the tank tops that seem to be kind of dying out. They still sell, but definitely not as well, fast, or for as much as they used to. But the men's, I would say, anything across the board, it all does great. Like the shirts, as Ryan and I have said in past videos, you list them for 40, like just the plain Lulu t-shirts, you list them for 40. You usually get a lot of low balls, around like 15 or 20, but if you wait, you will get an offer that's 30 to 40. Like, guarantee, I promise. Pants do great, shorts do great. All of the men's Lululemon is alive and well. Do not skip any men's Lulu. Like, it does great. It does as good as the women's all like kind of used to do, which I still love to do Lulu, women's or men's. Some people have changed their mind on it, but men's Lulu does fantastic. Number 7 is Adidas and Adidas Originals. Adidas Originals I seem to find better luck with, but as long as you have even normal Adidas and it's printed all over, it does good. I sold a normal Adidas, not Adidas Originals, like zip up hoodie, and it had blue camo printed all over it, and it sold for like 30 or 34, which is pretty good on Posh. And obviously Adidas Originals does really good. That's really popular with like streetwear type stuff and like skateboard type stuff, me type stuff. I, as you all probably know, wear Adidas Originals like religiously. Like, I am obsessed with all the prints and everything. The more like, it's kind of like the Robert Graham, more outlandish, more vibrant, more printed, the better for Adidas Originals and Adidas. So if you find some like really cool print Adidas Originals men's, it will do fantastic. Especially like the farm stuff. The farm stuff might only be women's. I don't know about that, but maybe. But they make tons of prints for the men's and the women's. Number 8 is Levi's. I have sold vintage Levi's men's jeans. I have sold some like newer, trendier men's Levi's jeans. I've sold the trucker jackets. fast for quite a bit. I have sold like a cap, like a baseball cap with a little Levi's tab, some with like the logo. Levi's, almost everything, I guess, men's does good. Well, not the button-ups, not the more plain stuff. Levi's denim goods do really good, and the hats. And yeah, so if you find any of that, get it, put it on Posh. People love Levi's. I like Levi's. Ryan loves Levi's. Who doesn't love Levi's? Like, come on. Number 9, I chose Ted Baker. Ted Baker stuff that does well, I would say more the like normal wear, casual wear type stuff, not exactly the button-ups and like dress wear and like sport coats and vests. That stuff not as well, but like the jackets, like normal jackets, the like shirts, the just normal wear, casual wear, does really good in the men's. I've had really good luck selling it. Yeah, there's nothing really specific to look out for. All this stuff is pretty similar. Lots of navy blue, some purples. And my last one I chose, number 10, is Nike. The stuff that does best for Nike is stuff with logos on it. Like, little logos, if it says Nike Air, does super good. Big logos do really good. The ones with logos printed all over it do super good. Like, the more logos, the better. Like, the stuff that just has one little swoosh, not really. But if it says Nike Air, if it has logos all over it, if it's big logos, whatever, that stuff does super good in the men's. Haven't really tried much Nike women, but this is about men category, so like, that's fine. And yeah, that's all I have for you today. I've had really good luck with all these brands in Poshmark men, so let me know if you've had like bad luck with any of these, if you've also had good luck with any of these, or obviously if I skipped a brand that you've done really good with, like that Stubbs and Wooten brand that I just recently grabbed did amazing for me. I just didn't put it on here because I've only tried it once, and I don't really want to like say that it does amazing every time if I've only tried it once. But yeah, be sure to like and comment the things that I just said, and subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll find out when Ryan and I post our What Sold Saturday this week. And yeah, thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed just me. And if you heard anything in the background, Mike is gnawing on a rib. Bye.